Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle with Sunstones and Moonlight, bringing you your daily messages from the divine. I am going to be using Queen of the Moon Oracle for today. I hope everything is going well for you after yesterday's lunar eclipse. I've watched a few things with people around me, and you've seen some things kind of eclipse out of people's lives. It was very interesting to see because some of it you didn't expect, some you did. Not so much all of them, like say, were necessarily personally for me, but I just watched it with some others where somebody left their job. They were already giving their 2 weeks notice, but after a week they were, yeah, I'm done. And then, yeah, just a few other things with some different people. So it was very, very interesting. You can always share in the comments what maybe has eclipsed out of your own life. I call upon my angels, I call upon the white light to come into this reading to bring messages of guidance and confirmation for all of those who are seeking. Thank you now for messages of guidance and confirmation for all of those who are seeking. Ooh, first card out, strongest card, acceptance. What I'm getting immediately right away with this is accept who you are, accept God's gifts that he or she has bestowed upon you. There is so many gifts that we have, and we need to accept what we have and not look around at what others have. What other gifts do they have? Because there is only one of you made, and it was for a reason. And I know it's so easy to get caught up looking around at others. And one thing that I have always spoken about to different people in my life was run your race like a racehorse with blinders. Don't look around, because when you look around, anybody can look better than you. And not so much even better than you, just say in a marriage, you look around, the grass always looks greener, but that's not always the case. So accept who you are, accept the gifts that have been given to you, and then share your gifts with others. Fear. See, we do. A lot of us have that fear. We have that fear of allowing other people into our lives, into our spaces, and sharing what we have because of the fear of rejection. And it is so huge because I know that is something that I have struggled with myself, with my giftings, and I still sometimes struggle with that because some of it was the way I was raised, some of it is around the people that I have around me at one point in time. So it's taken me many years to realize that my giftings were very important, and they may not be for everybody, and that's okay. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Discernment. Yes. The divine has given you discernment. Sometimes that's why we go through some of the things that we go through, because we don't always, one, listen to our discernment, but then as we mature, we do get a discernment because we went through some things when we were younger. Even as children, it gives you the discernment to move forward. It gives you the discernment not only to move forward in your life, that discernment to help those around you and to use your gifts and to accept the gifts that you have and ask for discernment about your gifts. That's huge. Sit down and really honestly hold your hands out and ask the divine Ask the universe to fill your hands with the gifting and the knowledge and the ability to share them when they need to be shared. Because there is a time when you do have to kind of keep quiet about the things that we have because it's not for everybody. Extremes. Yeah, a lot of us have to be careful with going to extremes because sometimes we get caught up with different things, and we, especially even when it comes to our giftings, we may, be wanting to share it with everybody, and it's not for everybody, and that could bring you back down and pull you back down into fear because somebody will reject you, somebody will tell you that you're crazy, somebody will tell you different things, and then you close off and then you don't use your giftings. It goes from one extreme to the other because you have to use your discernment. Your discernment is so important to share, and then be careful of extremes. A lot of us, especially people with ADHD or OCD, we go from one extreme to the other, and those two kind of go together a little bit. A lot of people do not realize that they overlap. ADHD, very familiar with that for myself. Sometimes you go all in and you buy everything because you want it all and you want to learn it all and you want to do it all. I mean, I know for myself I'm guilty of that, and then you move on to the next thing. But extremes, be careful, watch where you going from all out there open and oversharing to coming back pulling in so tight that you don't share anything, and being able to accept the gifts that you have and not to have fear and to use your natural discernment. Look at this, beginnings. That is great because it's asking you to begin again. For some of you, you've had to close things off, and the divine is asking you to start again. This time, start with a new heart, a clean heart. This is a great time to do that because a lot of things have been transformed, eclipsed out of our lives, and in the last few days, yesterday, it's even still going on because these energies still move on for a few days, but asking for beginnings. Look for new opportunities. Resilience. Look at that. This reminds me of the Ten of Wands card. You are resilient. Don't take on too much, but at the same time, you can bear what the divine gives you. You do have that inner strength. You do have that natural ability. You just need to honestly use it, and do not be afraid. A lot of times we are so caught up in our fears, and that is something that we really need to stop and think about, and that we can move forward. We just have to accept the call that is put on your life. We all are called to do something. Sometimes it's just to be a great parent, an excellent parent. That means being present. That means being there. And then life changes and children grow up, and then maybe you have a different calling, and you need to accept that as life changes. Your giftings sometimes don't really change, but where you're called to share your giftings and to go without fear. Let's get one more. Resistance. Yeah, a lot of you are resistant. I was resistant, I get it. But with resistance, you're just fighting. It's going to happen anyway. And sometimes that's why things, there's eclipses and things just, poof, move out of your life, because the divine will do that. If you're not willing to make the changes that need to be made, then the universe has a way of doing that for you and making those changes for you. And, the path of least resistance sometimes really does work best. And you really need to find that within you, and that resistance to not move forward with your giftings. It's just prolonging it. It's just making it harder on you. And we really don't want to do that. The unexpected, because it's going to take you on a different journey. Maybe you were excited to go in one direction, and The universe has a whole new way for you. Look at how the light is surrounding this. It's unexpected. You're going to move into a new direction. Maybe what the path you were following, the road has changed and you're resistant to the change and the unexpected. Maybe there's somebody new coming into your life. Not always necessarily romantic, but somebody that's coming in that's going to show you something new. That would be really fantastic. And you might go down a different road. Maybe you might be working with different people that you were not expecting to work with. Be thankful. An attitude of gratitude. Write down in your gratitude journal. Be thankful for the small things. Be thankful for the giftings that the universe, the divine, that God has bestowed upon you. Be thankful for them, because you do not really realize how many people you may help along the way. Your words, your smile, your gifts, even physical gifts, just giving somebody something so small sometimes can really change someone else's outlook. Your good deed does not go unnoticed. That is something that no matter what in this lifetime, in this world, reaping and sowing, it is for everybody. It is universal. It doesn't matter Christian, non-Christian. It doesn't matter your beliefs, or if you have no belief. For people who do not believe, they really do not realize their reaping and sowing is still the same. Karma. That you could pick a name, but be grateful, be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for every small thing. Take a few minutes each and every day to just say thank you. Even when you feel like there's nothing to be thankful for, there's always one small thing. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I will catch you on my next reading. Be blessed.